the Polya four-step problem-solving method. George Polya was a Hungarian mathematician in the 1940s who developed a problem-solving strategy to help tackle difficult problems. This strategy is still used currently and referred to a lot in education as well as in mathematics. So the 4 steps to Polya's 4-step problem-solving process are: step 1, understand the problem; step 2, devise a plan; step 3, carry out the plan; and step 4, looking back. I also like this quote: solving problems is a practical art like swimming or skiing or playing the piano. You can learn it only by imitation and practice. So practice is the key here, and if we use this strategy, it can be very helpful. You can use a problem-solving template to help you go through these 4 steps. Instead of just jumping into solving the problem, you could use a template such as this. So step 1, understand the problem. You write down your givens. What do you know in the problem? Even the minute details you can write down because it helps you get a jump start on making sense of the problem. Also part of step 1 is the goal. So what are you trying to find in the problem? This is oftentimes the very last sentence. You could also write what units you're looking for as well in that part. Also part of understanding the problem is a conjecture or a prediction. This should be numerical and in words. So give an estimate that you know is too low and an estimate that you know is too high, just to kind of narrow it down. But try to think about them mathematically. So that's all in step 1. Step 2, you're going to devise a plan. You should have developed a toolbox over time where you might go to that toolbox and say, which is the appropriate strategy for this problem? Would it be to draw a model or a visual? Would it be to make use of structure? How about repeated reasoning? Maybe creating an equation or an expression? Guess and check? That should not be your go-to, just because that can take a long time and is not always the most efficient strategy. It is a good strategy though, but your guesses should be mathematical and thought through, working backwards or maybe using a particular formula. So again, you haven't started solving the problem yet. You're still just thinking about how you will solve the problem. In step 3, we get to carry out the plan. This is where you show your solution pathway, and it's important to show all your work, label, and be precise. Your work should be camera ready, so anyone would be able to look at your work and follow it. You should also state your final answer in a complete sentence, including units, in step 3, carrying out the plan. The last step, step 4, looking back, this is your verification step. This is where you check that your answer is mathematically correct. Is your answer reasonable? This should be written in words as well as mathematically calculated. So maybe there's a new strategy you can use to make sure it's accurate and fits in with your conjecture. So this is a really important step. So Polya's 4-step method can be used in conjunction with a problem-solving template to help students solve mathematical problems.